Take for granted, Satish, that you're here every day and we can run to your office. So what should we do about that? Or how should we do this? Or, you're involved in meetings. And so we do take that for granted. And I know that down the road, we're going to very often hear people say, well, what would Satish say? What would Satish do? What should we do? How did he do it then? And so that impact, I think, on us, or we're going to feel it more in the future than we feel it now, because I don't think it will quite hit us. So with that, I'd just like to invite you up to say a few words.
Most of the time, I don't need a piece of paper to speak, but this is an important occasion for me. So if I look a bit nervous, it's true. This is my first retirement. I'm not retired before. So you'll excuse me if I look very fidgety and nervous. I would like to first of all begin by thanking each one of you from the bottom of my heart. You came in my life as colleagues and co-workers. Then over a period of time, you became friends. You became part of the extended family. I think I spent more time here in the office than actually I spent the time home. So this was always my extended family. Just like any other extended family, we worked, we played, we argued, we had fun, we collaborated, overcame differences, listened to each other, shared advice, guidance, but at the same time, we were all aware that we are working for the same common goal, the same common cause, and that is UNICEF. That's the most important thing that we had kept in mind. Each day, when I came to the office, you inspired me to do the right things. You were the catalyst. You are the ones who actually were driving my energy and my ethics and my values to do absolutely the right things. I vividly remember I joined UNICEF when Mr. Grant was the executive director. And there will be a long story. Hopefully it will be put in the UNICEF internet icon. Once in a while I used to take a walk with him from greeting cards office, 331 East, 38th Street, to UNICEF House. Remarkable discussions, remarkable person. His passion, his commitment, drive, energy to the cause. Absolutely contagious, that left a permanent impression in my mind. And that's what I will be cherishing all my life. I joined UNICEF in 1982, just for 2 years. I thought that after 2 years I'll go back to India and so on and so forth. But the more I knew about UNICEF, harder it became for me to leave UNICEF. And here I am, 31 years today. If I may say, UNICEF gave me a wonderful opportunity to grow, to learn, to expand my worldview. I think you have seen some of the pictures about the worldview, I pretty much travel the whole world, and try to excel at every different task which was assigned to me. I learned from my mistakes, but stayed committed. I understood my capabilities and strengths, but at the same time, I also learned to make peace with my own limitations. And that environment UNICEF gave to me. That's remarkable. Here I am, starting a new phase of my life. And I would certainly like to share a few things which might be of value to some of you over a period of time. And if it is, please take it. If not, I think it will be useful to somebody else, at least to me. The first thing that I learned in UNICEF, if you have a passion for anything, develop clear goals and stay focused on them. Keep an open mind. Believe in yourself. Cultivate courage and strength and stick to the dreams. How many times I felt that I'm leading nowhere, I'm going nowhere. But the cause is right, the purpose is right. Keep on pushing hard and you'll get there. I haven't seen failures when people are committed, they are passionate, they are driving, and they are working with integrity and honesty. I also learned values, ethics, integrity, honesty, and caring for one another are more powerful than any other functional or any other competencies. And if you have these competencies, it helps you develop very focused goals and stay focused. I also learned nobody makes it alone. We are all in it together. You get the best of your team when you empower them. That's quite true. But break down the hierarchy. Give them a level playing field. Bring an egalitarian culture. 23rd floor, I used to joke, nobody has got any levels, steps, whatever it is. You are here as a knowledge worker. You are here to contribute. And therefore, G4, G5 to P5 or whatever it is, doesn't really matter. If you've got wonderful ideas, that's what we value today. I also learned, as a leader, you have very few instruments, and they are indispensable. Communication being one, that's for sure, but listening very respectfully is the other one. How many times in the meetings I say, if you can bring the team to the same page, that's an achievement in its own rights, and that's what we have tried to do over the years. More learnings. DHR has got personal actions for just about everything. But there isn't a personal action for respect. Respect is something that you earn every single moment, every single day, because of your actions, because you stand up for certain principles, you mean something, and that's how you earn respect. And you can also lose respect in one single go, which you have built brick by brick over a long period of time, by one wrong action, one wrong word, and so on and so forth. So one has to be very cautious. Anytime you take any steps, think, am I leaving the place better than what I inherited? Or at least I'm doing no damage. Very important to understand. Hard lesson that I learned is that you do nothing new. People always say, oh, I did this and that and so on and so forth. No, nothing new. Because somebody else has done so many things before you, you're building on that foundation. You're just adding layers to the building. You are building on the strength of those individuals. And this gentleman, I would like to acknowledge him. Donald J. Reeder. He is also known as Don Reeder, the founder of ITSS systems, IT systems in UNICEF. He was working on ERP when the term ERP did not exist. He put the foundation in those days, and we are building on that. Incidentally, he also hired me in UNICEF and before UNICEF. Mentored me to ease my settling down in UNICEF. I came from private sector. I wasn't used to being told this decision will be taken by a committee, So it was quite hard for me to understand the culture, but he eased my pain into UNICEF and helped me settle down. And last but not the least, what would we remember at the end of it all? I think what we'll remember is the friendships that we developed, the laughter that we had, the memories that we have. We'll cherish them. So today, I'm taking away some very special moments and memories from UNICEF. And those memories are mine to keep. They're my assets. I'm very thankful to my family, my wife Shashi, my daughters, Aditi and Smita. Aditi could not come, she is in Los Angeles. Smita is here. They not only allowed me to pursue my passions, but also the compass to guide me through in difficult circumstances. to stick to my values, to stick to my principles, to stick to everything that I believed in. I also thank my parents who are watching me from above, who taught me at a very early age that fairness, justice, respect are not just words. They are reflected in every single deed, small or large. And they also taught me one very important thing. Truth is never more or less, it's absolute, otherwise it's not truth. If I may just say in my language, Sach ghate ya bade, to sach na rahe. If the truth is malleable and you can increase it or decrease it, then it is not truth. It is 100%. And those are the things I think I've been able to live my life with that, I know there are many challenges ahead of UNICEF and ITSS in particular. We always had many challenges at any point in time that I recall. But we always had hopes and dreams. The journey is not about challenges, it's about how you deal with them. Fairly, constructively, judiciously, in a positive manner. And we can very proudly say we contributed to the right cause. Its sustenance is growth, and that is UNICEF. The stakes for UNICEF today are extremely high. What UNICEF is doing, nobody else is doing. UNICEF cannot rest until the last child on earth is well fed, clothed, schooled, secure, able to fulfill his or her potential to grow to become productive and happy adult as an integral member of the society. An opportunity that you and I had it. Finally, I intend to leave for India shortly to know and understand the country that I know less about as the time has gone by, to see the changes that have taken place. Even though I visited India every year, I intend to travel by train and go through the interiors of the country, not as a tourist, but as a seeker, as a discoverer. So the debate that we have is it going to be a 60-day train pass or is it going to be a 90-day train pass? And maybe after 42 days, we'll say, enough, take a flight, go back, but we'll see, we'll certainly give it a try. Mahatma Gandhi did this about half a century ago, more than that, Now, I got no pretense, I am not Mahatma Gandhi. But one thing, once I lose the last few strands of my hair, I might start to look like him, especially if I change my glasses. Yep. But one thing is very clear, his height and my height is pretty much the same. So, I wish you the very best and pray for UNICEF to light the path to fulfill the dreams and mandate of its founders. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.